Hello, everyone, and welcome back. Today we are looking at the 1550 LEX Space Yacht. This is a luxury spacecraft produced by the Sorosub Corporation during the Galactic Civil War. A predecessor to Sorosub's luxury 2800 and 3000 series craft, the 1550 series LEX had similar dimensions and capacity. It's about 30.4 meters long from bow to stern. The 1550 LAX required a pilot and a co-pilot and could transport about 6 passengers with about 25 metric tons of cargo. The ship was equipped with a deflector shield and a hyperdrive. While the stock yacht was without weapon systems, many of the 1550 series were upgraded to include defensive measures. The lower deck of the yacht held the sublight engine bay and a cargo storage, while the upper deck contained passenger cabins, luxury galley, and dining facility with a whirlpool and a cockpit. This comes from the occupation of Ramali from the Star Wars Adventures Journal 13. So this would have been from West End Games, I believe themselves um, having the Adventure Journal. So this was specifically made strictly for West End Games doing their role playing game. Um, so that's what Wikipedia has. I couldn't find anything else offhand, so that's what we've got here. Um, so going through here, of course, this is the Rise of the Empire. This is a space yacht. It's at starfighter scale, 30.4 meters long. Um, of course, we have it carrying 2 passengers with a crew of 2, and it's showing here with a 50 metric ton capacity instead of 25. So um, I don't know if Wikipedia is wrong and this is right. This is from the book, so I'm going to guess that this is a little bit more on the correct side. As I kind of look at my phone here real quick for, um, anyways, um, there's always discrepancies when you're taking things that are, you know, from different sources and that. So take that with a grain of salt. We have 2 months worth of consumables. Um, and we're looking at about 200,000 credits brand new and about 100,000 credits used. It does have a hyperdrive of 2. Um, this is at the Rise of the Empire, so it is a little bit of an older style. Yeah, maybe. Backup hyperdrive of times 12, so it's not too bad for a backup hyperdrive. It is a little bit slower. Of course, this is a yacht. It's not a military vessel or anything else, so maybe it's just there for pleasure cruising. Does have a nav computer, has a maneuverability of 1D plus 2. Not the most maneuverable, but a little bit less than what our average would be for like starfighters and a lot of the others. It is a little bit slower at a space of 5, and in an atmosphere we're going about 850 kilometers an hour. The hull is beefed up a little bit with a 3D and shields of 1D. So their shields are a little bit more of the rudimentary shields, but not too bad. I mean, like I said, it's more of a pleasure yacht. It's not really meant for combat or anything else. Our sensor package here, we have some passive sensors, which are reaching about 1 kilometer out. We can actively scan at about 2.5 kilometers. We can do a search for 4 kilometers and a focus for 300 meters. So not a bad design. Really, this is the only picture that we have. I have another picture that, when you click it in the thumbnail, it's expanded and it shows like a TIE fighter off to the side. Um, it's really just a yacht. I mean, it's a pleasure cruising ship. It's not a combat ship. It would be really considered more of a prize for a lot of pirates and that. So really, that's some of the things that we're looking at here today. And it's another one of those obscure ships. And I think that when you look at the campaign or the the adventure that it was designed for, it's probably designed as a prize out of that. I know I have it. I can't recall it very much. Most of the time, whenever I picked up all this stuff, I was always looking for ships. I'd never really played a lot of the extra, you know, adventures and that they created. I always made our own. So, um, in that regard, yeah, I really don't know the adventure myself. I just picked up all the books so I could try and get as many different ships to throw out at the guys as I could. And that's another reason why I enjoy doing this because, you know, there are ships that I had stats for that I didn't use because of one reason or another. You know, and it's fun to bring a lot of this stuff to light. Um, all the different things that have been created for Star Wars that had been things in the background um, that most people don't really get to see, and even things that because it was made for a video game that maybe I didn't play or whatever else. I can't say I played all the video games because I just didn't. Um, and sometimes it's just obscure things that are out there. So, and it's always wonderful to bring them to light so everyone else gets to see what they are. And as close as what we can, we get to see the stats. Now, these are all stats that are listed in books that I'm presenting to you. And like I said in the last ship or whatever, if things don't seem to work correctly for the way you see it, always feel free to modify things a little bit here and there. Um, it's a game. Have fun with it, um, or just consider this as a base and then modify it and then raise up the price or whatever. Um, it's just the way things are. But we make things that fit for our own campaigns and stuff like that to try and keep the fun and excitement going. So, with that, thanks for visiting. I enjoy everyone stopping by and watching. We'll see you in the next